Hey guys, good afternoon or good evening wherever you are. Welcome back. Like I said in the last video of the building of the basilisk, I'd show you the army had started collecting and building and painting after Christmas, when the kids bought me the start collecting box for the Solar Auxilia. I wasn't going to be very quick with the army. I wasn't going to collect much more. But then I saw the plastic reveals last week, I think it was, of the new rapiers and the new plastic ogrins, and I got quite excited and I thought, you know what, yeah, I'm going to carry on. So yeah, I bought the basilisk and the Medusa last week. Sorry, Malcador. And so I just thought I'd show you the army, how far I am with it, and the colour scheme I chose. Not the easiest, but you know, got to try. And yeah, got 2 combat patrol sets. I've got a heavy sentinel. I've got an assault Lehman Russ, the Dracosan, and yeah, obviously the Malcador heavy tank and the basilisk. So yeah, I'm in various stages of painting. This one is obviously finished. This is Dracosan. Like I said, I do this with all of them. Magnetize the dozer blade, makes transporting a little bit easier. And obviously if you don't want to use them in game, you can just leave it off and it doesn't matter. I didn't glue any, I didn't magnetize any of the Hunter killer missiles because I couldn't be bothered. Drilling through that small little piece of plastic that goes on there was just not really something I fancy trying. So that's that. This one has obviously got the tank commander out with the gun in one hand and holding on to the tank at the other. The super glue got a bit out of control there. When I glued his hand on, I don't know if you can see it there. So I will have to just touch that up with a like an edge highlight or whatever. I haven't decided the colorings for the squad markings for the transports. I always want different colors for squad, just normal troop transports, or for command transports. But I will change that. On the Lehman Russes, I've chosen the colors there for the tank squadrons. So yeah, this was really nice to paint, really easy. Just started with grey and then dry brushed it back up to this sort of level and then trim, loads and loads of trim. The lighting and the things on the top, I don't know what they're for, but I gave them like a bluey sort of shade. And then obviously with the Dracosan, it's quite easy to magnetize the front gun, so I did. This one has got the Demolisher on it. Apparently in newer edition you can play the Demolisher and still carry 20 men. So this is also a magnet that I got free with a hole in the middle. I have no idea what they use them for, but with the people I buy my magnets, you always get like a freebie and a bag of sweets. So this is one of the free magnets that I put in. I don't know what size it is. I think it's something like 8x2 or something, 6x2. And then obviously in the last cannon I did a smaller one. It's a little bit smaller, and then in the back of the gun holder you put a magnet in as well. I think I drilled that out a little bit to get it closer to the edge, so I got a good pull. But as you can see, I mean, I'm pulling fairly hard before it comes off, and this fits nicely. And then obviously the Demolisher cannon back on. I think I'll be using the Demolisher cannon rather than the twin las cannons. So yeah, that's that one. And then the assault tank here, I decided to go with Volkite because Sue doesn't like Volkite. I should have gone with plasma, really looking at the numbers for what's the best and what's the most optimal tank to use. But I just love Volkite, and the plasma gun looked like, yeah, it just looked out of proportion. It was, I think it's only about this long. It just looked wrong. It looked like somebody's winter problems for us guys, you know, if you know what I mean. Little small barrel, again magnetized here. I didn't magnetize the front gun because I thought, you know, I'm always going to want the last cannon on these guys. Turret's still loose. Hunter killer missile. Okay, it's also an option. Is glued on again, and again, like I said with the basilisk build, I like to put my guns when they're not in people's hands, you know, at the back, something the British Army did in the Second World War with the Shermans to stop them getting caught up and ripped off on trees. So yeah, I thought I'd do that as well. You know, it looks a bit neater. It looks, for me, it looks better. You know, so that's that one. And then this is my Tank Commander model that I'm still in the process of painting. There's no tracks on it. He's been dry brushed, and then I started to add some metallics and then the whites to things, and painted the barrel. And yeah, this is obviously taken a hit. It's a little bit bent, and yeah, that's the problem. And then obviously the dozer blade goes on the bottom. So that's where I am with that one. I need to get on with that. Heavy Sentinel, lovely model, great model to build, really poseable, even though I didn't change much of the pose. I went for like a sort of deserty, rubbly sort of base scheme for these guys. Didn't want too much, and then I put in loads of like grass tufts on them. So this one is really easy to magnetize. You just put some small 3x2, I think that's 3x2 in there. Put a little 3x2 in there, and then you can swap the weapons to the ones you want, and then just click the next one goes the other way around. There's like a little a nub on there, and then you can just put that on there. No, it does go on the other way around. Yeah, there we go. Look, it's pointing upwards, and then this one goes on here, and I've got the other weapons still. What have I done wrong here? Okay, I don't know what I did wrong there. Oh, there it is, look. Being a clown. So that's obviously them. These guys at the top I didn't magnetize because it's just a pin and a hole. But I did paint all of them up as the melter gun cannon thing. It goes on the top. And you can move it left and right. And then the las cannon I did as well. The rest are all in their box. And I think I'm going to run it with Volkite, these ones, because why not? Volkite's cool. And a lovely kit to build, great fun, loads of posability, loads of options. So that's that one out of the way. And then obviously the troops. I went for a very difficult colour to paint. I went for like a whitey light grey. Show you this guy. And yeah, it sort of focus on the model, not on my hand. There we go. I think that's as close as I can get him. So I went for like a white colour. It took me a long time to get it to where it was easier to paint, and it looked good. I'm still not very happy with some of the lines and some of the stuff. Some of the white, it's still a bit thick, and but it's true, it's difficult to paint. But I think this is a sergeant model. No, this is one of the, not the Liggett command, but one of the lower commanders. Is that one of the melter gun and the thunderhammer? This is a sergeant of a squad. Obviously, what I've done is I've done the colour of their little plumes, different colours to denote ranks, just to keep it easy for myself. So it goes in the command squad. This is a sergeant for one of the squads. This is one of the last. This was one of the first ones that I painted, and this is one of the new ones. So you can see I've got a lot better with the white and thinning it and taking my time. So obviously, yeah, just slowing down. You know, grey undersuit and then a white armor. And then I did I got one of the other guys with the Auxilia with the banner, but I wanted a bigger banner. So I got one of the banners from, I believe it was the Empire armies, and I stuck this on. I painted it up like this, and then I'm going to gloss varnish this, and I'm going to stick some decals on. I've got some Forge World decals still left over from my Iron Warriors time, and from the Empire for the Old World project I did, and also obviously the Solar Auxilia. So I'll make a nice combination of some decals to go on the banner, and yeah, it just makes him look a little bit different than the other guy. And like I said in the other video, these are the bits that you get enough on the command screw to make 6 models, but you don't get enough of these things to make the 6 models. So there's 2 of my models without these. So the Basilisk crew don't get them. They won't see it anyway. And what I did have to do is, look at that. I've got a magnetic carry case from Green Stuff World. So they will all be getting magnets under the bottom of anyway. But this guy is so heavy, he was falling over. Still does. So what I've done is I've had to stick like 3 big magnets under his base to get him to sort of stand up and stay stood up. But I think I need to add a little bit more weight to the bottom of this. So I don't know what I'm going to do there, but I think I'll do something to get back to the old 80s and 90s problems where we all metal models and they all fell over. And then this is one of my Lord Marshals, I think he's called. So obviously this guy's got a little bit more detail on his plume, plasma pistol, and a thunder hammer. And yeah, I just spent a little bit more time trying to make more details on the gold. This guy's got gold on his trim. The lesser models have got less, so they're down to brass because they're a little bit less important. Don't tell them that, but they are less important. This guy's obviously I've gone more towards a gold on this, and more details on his backpack and things, and yeah. So that's basically what I'm been busy with over the winter, as well as RC racing, obviously. And yeah, you can see the bases here. They've got tufts of grass on them, and this is the Geek Gaming Scenics. I don't know what type of basing material it is, but it's really simple. You just chuck a load of PVA on the base, throw this on or dip it in into your box, and then when that's dried, then I add like a really thin down PVA and water mix, and then it just ends up like concrete, and it just won't come off. Anyway, that was my Solar Auxilia project. I'll stick some more videos up of this as I get on. I think I've got 30 painted and 20 still to paint. Oh yeah, and I also got the Velatari Storm squad, and I built them obviously with Volkites, because why not? So yeah, they are painted and finished. I'll show them in a separate video, I think. Anyway, that's me wombling on for almost 15 minutes. If you've got any questions or anything, stick them in the comments below. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, and if you want any more videos or any more information on my army, just give us a shout. Cheers for now, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.